This video looks at the preparation of insoluble salts. If a product formed during the reaction between two solutions or soluble salts is insoluble, it will form a solid, known as a precipitate. An insoluble salt is made by a precipitation reaction in 4 steps. The first step involves mixing the two soluble salts together. A stirring rod should be used to ensure the soluble salts are thoroughly mixed. The resulting mixture will contain the insoluble salt and any unreacted soluble salts. This method is a good way to prepare silver and lead 2 salts, which are often insoluble. The starting material will usually be the nitrate of silver or lead 2, since all nitrates are soluble. However, lead salts are toxic, so care must be taken when handling them. Group 1 salts are also generally soluble, so this can help when selecting the soluble salts to be mixed together. You can use the symbol equation to identify the insoluble salt, as it will have the state symbol S. The soluble salts will have the state symbol AQ. So here we can see that lead 2 sulfate is the precipitate, and therefore the insoluble salt. The second step is to filter the solution, which will now contain the insoluble salt. A funnel and filter paper are used for this. The solid particles are too large to pass through the holes in the filter paper, so only the filtrate containing the dissolved soluble salts will go through. A funnel and filter paper are used for this, so if you are asked to draw this in an exam, make sure you draw and clearly label both the funnel and the paper. The precipitate must now be washed with distilled water to remove any traces of other solutions. Remember, your salt must be pure at the end of the process, so this is an important step. Distilled water is used as it does not contain any dissolved salts or ions. The final step is often forgotten about by students. Drying the salt in a warm, dry place is very important. This is best done in a warm oven, as this will evaporate the water. Heating with a Bunsen burner is not a suitable method, as this could lead to the salt decomposing due to the high temperature. If there is not access to an oven, a warm sunny windowsill is also acceptable. At the end of this process, you will have a pure and dry insoluble salt. We have described the process. Let's now have a look at a question that asks for more depth. In Part A, you are being asked what is meant by a precipitate for 2 marks. As it is for 2 marks, you must go into more detail with your answer. You know that it's a solid, which will score you 1 mark, but you should also say how it is formed, which is by mixing 2 solutions which will contain soluble salts, for the 2nd mark. Part B is a little more tricky, as you now have to identify which soluble salt is required to form silver chloride. The chloride part of silver chloride has already been accounted for using barium chloride, but we need to provide the silver ions. Remember earlier in the video we talked about the fact that all nitrate salts are soluble. This is a good rule that you can use to help you. Therefore, silver nitrate is the required salt. This is the word equation for this reaction. You now need to complete the equation using the correct formulae and also balancing. When writing formulae, remember to write down the ions first. This will mean you can check the charges. Silver chloride has been given to you already. For silver nitrate, both ions are equal and opposite, 1 plus and 1 minus, so the formula is AgNO3. However, barium forms a 2 plus ion, as it is a group 2 metal. So we need 2 nitrate ions, each with a 1 minus charge to form barium nitrate. Remember to include brackets in this formula. Now you need to balance this equation. You need to place a 2 in front of silver nitrate, due to the fact there are 2 nitrate ions in barium nitrate, and then a 2 in front of silver chloride to balance the silver atoms. There is 1 mark for the formulae and 1 mark for the correct balancing. State symbols are not asked for, But if they were, the silver chloride would be a solid, as it is the insoluble salt or precipitate. The remaining salts are soluble, so will be aqueous. In summary, if you are asked for the method to prepare an insoluble salt, remember that there are 4 separate steps. Mixing the solutions thoroughly and stirring, filtering the solution, washing the precipitate with distilled water, and then drying in a warm oven. To help you identify suitable soluble salts to make the insoluble salt, it can be helpful to remember that nitrate salts and sodium and potassium salts are soluble. Don't forget to check out all our other fantastic revision resources here at Save My Exams.